way asking yourself, is it worth the risk to dwell? Forever kiss our ground, feeling somehow around. And deep inside we know, deep inside we know, knowledge and grow, knowledge and grow. Crazy needing, finding out to grip the endless secret loop, the endless secret loop, while our brains are on and on.
Okay, good afternoon everyone. This is Lampros Meditdnb. We are here, somewhere very nice, and today I'm gonna have a very nice company and a very nice interview, as I promised from my Meditdnb session in my previous Meditdnb sessions. I'm quite honored to have Lady Emz here in our land, here in Athens. So, Kalispera.
Καλό μεσημέρι.
Καλό μεσημέρι. Okay.
The honor is all mine. Thank you.
Thank you for, first of all, for accepting my proposal and be here with me this moment.
Big pleasure.
And second, thank you very much for visiting our land. I think we have quite a few things to talk about in our interview, in our exclusive interview. And tell us about how was your summer till you fly in Greece? How was your summer 2016?
It's been good. I've been working hard with my English teaching, as you know, but also doing some gigs, especially in July. I had some gigs in festivals, small venues. Yeah, it's been quite good.
All right. Is it quite the same like whatever you see here in our land, in Athens? Are we very compatible with the Spanish people and their way of life?
Yes.
Yeah?
I think
I want to hear that.
We are Mediterranean, so we have a lot of compatibilities, a lot of similarities, definitely.
Okay. How did you find Meditdnb sessions since you logged in?
I love them.
Yeah?
Good selections, and I like the fact that you are always trying to support the artists, the local artists, or the Mediterranean artists. And I can see through your sessions that you're a real music lover, especially drum and bass lover. And it reflects in your sessions. So I've been enjoying it. Yeah.
What do you think of all the, do you have any plans for any events like back home? And what is the sort of the drum and bass scene, if you want to call it scene? You can tell me, you know better, back in Spain. I want to get a picture out of drum and bass. What's happening in Spain?
Out of drum and bass, you mean?
Yeah.
Music-wise?
Music-wise.
Okay, well, the scene there tends to be especially mainstream.
Right.
That's the biggest thing. There are some people pushing the underground, but it's in a small basis. There are there, and I support them, or try to support them as much as possible. But it's mainly mainstream music. But we're doing it. Okay. We always find our ways.
I know quite a lot by your CV. I've read your CV, so I'm gonna be a little more precise. What's your inspiration? What UK as a country, as a culture, as a music culture, and how important was and inspiring was in your thing?
Well, it was actually major. It was the big reason why I started to get into music. Because I was a dancer before.
All right.
Didn't sing very much, just for fun, But once I moved to England, it's everybody there, as you know, everybody's really into music. Everybody plays a bit of music, even if they're not professionals. So it was a big, big, big influence. And I started singing back in England. That's where I started. I was quite young and slowly got more into it.
How many years have you been involved music-wise? And how about your origin? Do you come from a music family? And how did that, if yes, how did that help in your career until now?
Okay, there are no musicians in my family, such as, but there are very big music lovers. And I was involved, or I'll say influenced by music from a very early age, especially my dad, who's a big music lover. Also the rest of the family, but especially my dad, who always played music, even since I was a baby.
Alright.
Different styles of what we get into, but it's all music for me. I think music is music.
Yeah.
It's all an influence.
Has no boundaries.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
infinite.
And it's very much of a unity. Yeah. When you talk about music and
It's a language.
it's a language. Yeah, it's a common language for people to communicate.
Yeah.
And if you find that link, then you just expand on that. Yeah.
And the best thing about it, there are not colors or races or nationalism in music. People collaborate, never mind. In other areas in life, people always are very precious about their identities, their regions, their this, that. But in music, I find that all of these gets broken down, and anything can happen. You can collaborate, and especially nowadays with the internet, where you can collaborate with people who've never met.
Yes.
And that was quite magic for me. When I started, that didn't exist. So it was all like one-to-one. You had to meet the person and then you collaborate. Now it's infinite.
Okay.
You can do anything with the internet.
Tell us a little more words for our viewers, our Meditdnb viewers in Greece and abroad. Tell us a few things about your works so far in terms of, I would like to know more about liquid drum and bass because we love liquid sound, atmospheric, we love these vibes, as you know, from Meditdnb project. Tell us a little bit about liquid drum and bass works you've done so far and your works in general, in terms of the genre of the music.
Okay, when I started, I didn't start playing liquid or even drum and bass because I didn't know about it when I started. So I started with more traditional music, mainly jazz, blues, funk. That was my mum, my mum on music. Then as I was in England, in London, but first in Devon, then in London. At that time, as I was mentioning before, I wasn't so much into electronic anymore because it was right after acid house and that. I got a bit like, so I came back a bit to traditional music. But then I discovered jungle and drum and bass, and I was like, wow. I was blown away by the sound.
Did you live because I lived like back in the 90s, so I saw all these very right trends about events, all around the country, in Nottingham, in London, just everywhere, like in Bristol. Did you feel that vibe in the 90s?
Very much, very much. And one thing I really like about it is that you used to go to clubs where this music was played, and you could see a young person, an old person, different styles of outfits and people coming from very different backgrounds, united by this sound. Also, it was a sound that could englobe other types of music. Unlike, in my opinion, unlike techno, which is for me is like one line, or other styles of music, they only go in one line. But with jungle, drum and bass, you can have any other style, whether it's Asian, whether it's funk, whether it's soul, jazz, everything can be included.
Taking from
so that was very refreshing.
Taking from that point, I would like to ask you a very critical question. Critical question in terms of drum and bass. What is Emma's favorite genre of drum and bass then? because we get many subgenres of drum and bass. What is your favorite?
Well, liquid is my favorite. Deep, intelligent, some rolling as well, but quite funky rolling. To be honest, my background, I don't like to use this term, but I have to use it because I don't know how to say that. I come from a black music influence. I like offbeats. I was never into white music. 4x4, you know, pop, white rock, heavy metal. It's not really where I come from. I come from more jazzy, funk. So I like drum and bass, Ktistis, onto these styles.
All right. Do you think that drum and bass is, since the 90s, has really progressed in the UK and has opened like new gates to other people to intervene in a nice way? For example, we promote respected and notable artists here in Greece, like Greekboy, DBase, Chris MsDos, and not forget Lo Contact.
Very good work.
Yeah.
I really respect all this.
So do you think that we can get expanded like easily? Yeah?
I think so. There was a moment in the maybe early 2000s where it seemed that things were going a bit, or late 90s, I say, but it just boomed out again. And a lot of countries that weren't involved in drum and bass then, like Eastern Europe or America, now they're really good producers from those places. I think so. I think it's a genre that has progressed and that has established too. And now you can say drum and bass, like you can say funk, or you can say rock. Or
Yeah.
it's a solid style, and yeah, I'm quite impressed by the young generations doing stuff as well.
What was your favorite venue back? Because I've got in my mind
Only one?
I've got a few, but I'm gonna ask you, what was your favorite venue of drum and bass when you were in the UK in the 90s, and what was your favorite venue now? Because now you've been to the UK again.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
when I was there, my very favorite one was the Blue Note
all right,
in
we are
Hoxton
good.
Square.
Okay.
I had the best nights there. Small place that had very, very familiar. Big names came, but no, as in everybody was very familiar with each other.
Very
So
friendly.
it made it
Yes.
very special atmosphere. I used to just go there, dance for 3 hours, and go back home. Not even speaking to anyone, just the music. You could see people were there for the music, and I really like. I mean, I like cargo. I like fabric. Fabric is still really big.
We've been to Cargo as well with next fellow mate, member of our team when we were playing drum and bass up in the UK. Cargo was really
Cargo was
really
pretty
special.
good. Yeah,
as
the
well.
Bageless, but Bageless has changed a lot. Or Ministry has changed a lot.
Yes,
It's a bit more mainstream now.
yeah.
If you don't mind me saying, whoever's listening there, a bit cheesy, in
Bit
my
cheesy.
opinion.
Yeah, that's an English phrase to that. When we say cheesy, it's like not where we want to put the, it's a bit.
I'm married to the underground.
Yeah, let's keep it underground then.
Yeah.
Let's keep it underground. Have you done any works with back in the UK with some like labels or artists?
Not with labels, but I had done some live gigs back then. Not as big as I'm doing now. I wasn't well known at all, or known at all. But I did. There was one particular gig that we did regularly on every second Sunday. I don't know if you know the Vibe Bar.
The Vibe
in Brick
Bar?
Lane.
In Brick Lane.
I think it's closed now, unfortunately. But that place was so special.
What was the vibe?
Well, we did it Sunday evenings, so it was quite jazzy drum and bass. So there was a DJ. Sorry, I don't remember the name. Really bad.
Don't worry about it. We just
He played very, very simple drum and bass with not a lot of elements, and then we had live drummer, jazzy, small drums for jazz.
percussion.
No,
Sort of thing?
drums. Like
Drums?
drum kit, but jazzy drum kit, which is not big. Double bass, saxo, and vocals. But the
sounds
saxo
really-
and I, we did, we sometimes he did for a bit and I did for a bit. It was an afternoon evening session. Cushions on the floor, people would have some food. And
All right.
lovely. And this
That's
place
quite
is
lounge,
nice.
yeah.
It has like loungy.
Lounge atmosphere.
Inside was all wood made, so there were big cushions on the floor. And outside they had a nice terrace, and you can still listen to the music. So perfect venue.
When was this night on? Was it happening on the Sundays?
On
or?
Sundays,
On
yeah.
Sundays.
Sunday evening,
Sunday evening.
yeah, early evenings. Every second Sunday we were there. Very good.
What were your main inspirations, like the strong ones that make you a vocalist? Like you owe to which kind of genre? What was your more representing flair?
You mean in terms of artists or in terms
No,
of
just in terms of inspiration. Yeah.
Well, as I say, I was a dancer, so I was already in a very strong relationship with music. And then, because of destiny, I started meeting a lot of musicians because my boyfriend at the time in England was a musician. So almost every day we were in people's houses. They were all musicians and they were always playing, improvising, jamming. And I always sat down there like, okay, it's nothing I can do. So I started singing. And everybody encouraged me. Everybody said, wow, your voice sounds great. You have something with music that's special. And I felt like I could understand the language of music quite naturally. It came quite naturally, but in a very slow progression because of the way I am.
Okay.
I try to be quite a humble artist. I don't like to think that I know everything, ever. I hope I never change in that. For me, it's all like each day I'm learning. Learning from other artists, learning from life, from everything, from nature, from the things around
Right,
me.
I'm just gonna interrupt a bit and say to the people that we are now through Meditdnb out to all crew. We have Lady Emz. We are very happy for having you here in Greece, and we're just having a very nice and exclusive interview. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just what I want to ask you is in terms of making right at the first place, I like as a Meditdnb man, I like vocalist drum and bass. Yeah.
Thank you.
I like
Not
it.
everybody says that.
I like it. It gives a more nice flavor to the music because back in the 90s it was not so expanded, but now in the year 2000 afterwards, I like it. I like vocals. I think it's liquid sexy drum and bass. I would
Even
say.
male vocalists. People don't really go for that so much, but I hear some soulful male vocalists that I like.
Do you improvise when you do a gig, or do you write words? Do you write lyrics, and then what's this procedure? How this
A bit of
procedure
both.
goes? Yeah.
Well, when I do DJ sessions, usually I improvise, but I do have vocals in my head that I use.
Okay.
That I have, So I write quite a lot. I try to write, not daily, but weekly for sure. So I always try to have new words. And I always liked writing, even when I was a kid. So for me, it's quite easy to get words done and play with them. So I do have my lines, but I improvise a lot when it's live sessions. Definitely, I do like it. I think it's because I come from this jazzy background where there's a lot of improvisation involved. I mean, jazz means that word jazz back in the days when it came, it meant this, it meant improvise.
Improvise, right?
Especially for the black community back in America. So I like the element of, instant and fresh.
Excellent.
Also it depends how you see the crowd, if they ask for more or less. Or I can even also also pull back a bit, get the music play, and then come back.
Yeah.
For me, it's all about the music, not about me.
Yeah.
That's for me is very important.
I'll be more specific now. We just dropped a track collaborating with you and Greekboy, Zen Tide. That is one of our favorite, back in the session. And what was your inspiration when you were doing that track? We would like to know very much.
Well, when you sent me that track, even the name for me was like, wow. Because I like to think, or I like to be influenced by spiritual things.
Right.
So I was inspired by that name. I felt like, yeah, I can actually develop in these guidelines. And
We loved it at Meditdnb sessions.
he's very good,
He's very talented.
very talented.
And he gets loads of inspiration incoming, and he made them into a very nice project work.
Yeah.
And if you have like the vocals, from what I gathered, it was so nicely done, so nicely blended in my session, and we want to see a few collabs with our Greek artists too, as well. Yeah.
Greekboy and I were now preparing an album. I can't say much. I don't want to say much.
Don't say much. It's exclusive.
Exclusive. We are on the making on an album that I think, not for me to say, but I think it's going to be very good. Hopefully everyone thinks the
Is
same.
it gonna be summer 2016, a critical summer for you and for us, for Meditdnb, because we have started to spread in drum and bass in the summer 16, so it must be a critical summer for you as well as us.
Must be. As we were talking before, I do live the moment. Yeah? Not yesterday, not tomorrow, the moment. So far, this summer is quite special. Just the fact that I'm here too, and I'm getting quite nice feedback from people, a lot of support, and I'm really thankful for that. I hope so, yeah.
That's excellent. I mean, we agree. What
I
do you
feel creative at the moment. So.
do you think that we have here in Greece, and the artists that I represent in my session? Do you think that we have a very unique flair, a very unique pattern of drum and bass out to all Europe as Greeks? Because we don't wanna promote only the negatives. Thank God we've got loads of negatives as countries, as Mediterranean countries. But
There's always the negative side in
yeah,
things.
we have some proper talent. We have some proper talent.
I like
And
the fact that there's quite a lot of good names like DBase, MsDos, Greekboy, and they all cater for this style that I
not
like.
to forget Lo Contact that
Lo
we
Contact.
dropped in, yeah?
Lo Contact,
Yeah.
of course.
Mhm.
No, definitely really, really big talent. And they all doing the style of drum and bass that I like, which I don't really get so much in Spain.
All right.
So, wow, maybe you have a special sound. Maybe it's the Mediterranean influence,
Yeah, I hope,
Yeah.
I'm glad.
the weather,
Yeah, it's all about the
the
feeling.
relaxed atmosphere.
Because you have like Mediterranean feelings, but you can see like the feelings in the East Mediterranean and the West Mediterranean, and to blend them a bit, yeah?
Yeah.
To have a very nice blending. So we're just waiting for some new projects. Maybe we're just gonna have soon some projects out, released, and I'll be really happy to promote them as well as soon as we have these collabs with our
Right.
Greek fellows, yeah?
We count on that.
That's excellent. That's excellent. Right. What about, tell us a little things about how do you see like Meditdnb project as a project that wants to promote in sort of like in a special manner, don't they? Like for example, we have the tracks of Greek artists and producers. We promote them, and then we can add up things with them.
Yeah.
Do you think this can expand? Because Yeah?
Why not? I think it's a great idea that you're doing this. Because in my opinion, in the scene in general, there's lacking promoting. There's a lot of talent, but sometimes hidden talent, because people are not giving so much time to the promotion side of things. Because we artists, our strong point is not promoting. We try, Facebook has helped, SoundCloud helps, whatever, but we
I was
do need...
about to do that. You have the power of social media now.
Yes, which has really helped, because to be honest, before that, I found really hard to go to people and say, hey, look what I'm doing as an artist. I'm not having an agent or someone to help me in that respect. So I think we do need a lot of promoters and people who believe in this talent and helps to bring it, spread it around and bring it to the rest of the world. So I think it can go well, and you have the right energy for it. You're a very positive person, you're good with people, you're a good communicator. And those two elements, the enthusiasm and the good communication, are key to a good promotion. You bring people together, like we're now meeting each other.
The unity side
it's
of
not. Maybe I'm old-fashioned in that sense, but for me, unity is a very important thing.
Another thing is that from what we've seen, like from the Meditdnb project, we attract new ears to come in the chat room, to come in our chat room. For example, in Greece, many people, they don't have the knowledge of the drum and bass as soon as they listen to some proper liquid drum and bass. So do you reckon that this genre of liquid we love, it can attract some quality, it can attract some people that they don't know the music and they can really come to listen to that?
Yeah, in my experience as well, back in Spain, I feel this, that people who've never heard of drum and bass, or they had only one aspect of drum and bass, when they listen to this sound, because it's softer, more organic, they can relate more to it. And I think so, I think it can open doors to other people.
Yes. Have you done collabs with some of the some well-known English drum and bass producers and people like
Fab Players,
right?
Drum Hand.
Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah. Abstract
fab,
Illusion, you know.
Fab in,
Live, but not recording.
How was that? We like Fab.
That was 3-4 years ago. It was amazing, that gig. Oh, I'm never gonna forget that gig. Because it was at the beach, in a beach party. We have a bonfire night every year in June, end of June. So the beach was quite packed with people. People from everywhere, because Barcelona is a very multicultural city. And they brought Fabio on and they called me to do vocals, and I was
it
like,
only Fabio
wow.
or was it Fabio and Groove
Mickey Knox, no, with Groove Rider. Mickey Knox, you know, he's from England as well.
Yes.
And it was me and then one of the local DJs, and that was it. It was lovely.
Do you have like places where it's like near the beach or something? Do you venues? Do you do venues near the beach? What is the main structure of drum and bass nights in Barcelona?
Well,
or near the city center? Or...
Now they're all in the city center or in the city.
Is it La Rambla? Close to...
Yeah, but we wouldn't have drum and bass nights in La Rambla because it's very commercial and they do more house, techno. But that time at the beach was a bit of a one-off. It's not very common that you have a beach party drum and bass, to be honest. Especially now in the last 2 years, the law is very strict.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the city has changed a bit. There's a lot of limitations of sound, timetables, and less and less.
Yeah.
There is one club near in Pueblo Español, which is near Plaza España. Anyway, they do drum and bass nights and smaller clubs, but not so much the mainstream clubs. They don't risk
Okay.
They go more for techno house.
So the law starts radically changed towards like music
now,
instead.
especially in the beach, like you asked me first. Like when you do at the beach, it's very limited now. Most venues close at 12.
12 o'clock?
12, like the police comes and no more music. Before you could do it all night.
Is that happening to other nights like commercial and mainstream?
Even for
Even
commercial
that?
mainstream, yeah. By the beach, yeah.
Okay, right. So we have a few special ones that we didn't know from Barcelona and Spain. In Greece, I would gather it's the same.
Yeah, fuck the police.
So we have an intruder as well. Who said that?
I agree.
So yeah, we are all in the unity. We are all sitting in the unity part of it. So why it's all happening? Why they called us raves? You know, some people so stuck up in the past. You know, they don't move forward. But we wanna express and we wanna explore whole things, and we want to go forward. What is your future plans?
Future plans. Wow. I just want to go on and on and on and on and on and on until I die. If I can sing until I die, I'll be very happy.
It gives you happiness, yeah? As I
Yes.
understand.
Music for me, it's.
Yeah, it fills the gap.
I don't know. I can't maybe say not the first thing because maybe my family is first or my close people. But music is.
Right.
I'd do anything for music. I've done some crazy things for music, like leaving my country at 17, or like staying in England for 15 years.
Another step forward, we call it. That's a very step forward, because if you're traveling, like you said, you are getting loads of incoming
Yes, you
thoughts
learn a
of
lot.
music,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
you expand and you become more creative.
Yes, I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
That's why I like moving a bit. I try to travel quite a lot. But when I travel, 90% of the time is because of music. There's some kind of link. Or I go there and I make a tune with someone, or we'll have a play. Like recently I was in Paris just to record some backing vocals for this French band, because I collaborate with this guy, Kostas, who does drum and bass, but quite a special style of drum and bass. A bit different, quite jazzy, but in the kind of music standard. He doesn't follow the typical, it's quite personal. But he has this band, he plays keyboards in a band, which they do funk with a rapper, funk jazz with a rapper, and they're very good. I mean, I was very, very honored to be invited. We had a play, we met, they were like, wow, we like it a lot, we recorded a few beats. They're very nice
That sounds
people.
very
Marty
nice.
Brown, they call.
That sounds very nice.
Then I go to Germany quite a lot, to Hanover. I've been working with this producer for more than 10 years now, Mr. Confused. He does jazz, funk, rare grooves, and he likes a bit of drum and bass too, but that's his main style. We released a few things, a couple of them in vinyl, so very, and I went there to play a few times too. When I go to England,
sounds rolling.
Yeah,
We
I
are
like
really
to be
loving
rolling.
it. Yeah, we are really loving.
Yeah.
Do you have any, in terms of web radio back in Spain, like we have here in Greece? We are doing our best to promote in the best way drum and bass. So, as you know, we are doing the Meditdnb sessions in Black Tap Radio. Do you
Yeah.
have radios or web radios in Spain that what we do here, they do the same in order to spread the flavor?
They, I'm afraid to say, they used to be.
Are they not now?
No. There was this club, Dos 13. They set a radio, and we used to do regular drum and bass sessions. I think it was every Saturday or every second Saturday. And I did a few sessions for them. Not right now. Sometimes people do podcasts. You know, they do
Yes.
sessions and they upload them into the Mixcloud, SoundCloud. but not such as internet radio.
So that's
Not right now. Maybe we should go and do it there.
Yeah, we are open. I can bring my guys in and propose them to go for a very nice journey, a liquid journey in Barcelona. So from what I gather, we are you need guts in order to intervene to a radio and play liquid drum and bass. So I feel quite glad that it's my 13th episode this Monday of liquid drum and bass of Meditdnb session. So we should do that.
Yeah, why not? I did some in England with Concourse, but we did a couple of sessions for Emergency and FM for the web radio.
Yeah.
Too. But no, in Spain in the 2000, but the scene has changed a lot in Spain. Well, at least I can talk about Barcelona. I don't know so much about. I know there's quite a lot of drum and bass in Malaga, south, because of the English influence. There's a lot of English community in there. So, but in Barcelona in the 2000, when I moved back, it was quite together. It felt like a family.
Okay.
I felt like, wow, this thing is gonna happen.
Yeah.
It did for a few years, maybe 5 years. Then I don't know what happened. Everyone went separate ways.
Yeah. Just scattered.
They
around
don't
the place.
collaborate with each other so much. In my opinion, there's not enough
Do
unity.
you get much drum and bass in the capital of Spain, Madrid?
In Madrid, less than in Barcelona.
That's not in Barcelona.
Well, that's what I've been told, because what happens between Barcelona and Madrid is a bit like Liverpool and London, or Manchester and London. They're completely different worlds, and they don't really connect with each other. I don't know if it's related to the football or what.
Yeah, it might be the football who.
They don't back each other up. It's like it was two different countries.
It's like
it's a bit sad.
It's like different kind of ghettos. Like you get London and Manchester.
Yeah.
You get Rome and Milan. You
Or
get
even Bristol
Madrid.
and London, as well.
Yeah, in terms of drum and bass.
They have their own scene, and they don't really share it so much. Like I'm even discovering artists in Madrid that I didn't know just through the internet, but not through the people.
Yeah.
Which is
yeah.
quite.
Do you see some people are really like towards drum and bass as soon as the time passes by back in Spain? Do you see people appreciate the sound, the new sound of drum and bass, or is it something like stable? What sort of genres of drum and bass do the Spaniards listen to?
The biggest one right now in Barcelona, I think, will be Raga Jungle.
Okay.
And some Neurofunk, Jump Up. These are bigger than what I do. There is one particular group that do some intelligent nights, but even so, still small crowd.
Smaller developing.
Yeah, Raga Jungle, reggae and roots in Barcelona is very big. Even so, without the drum bass. So Raga Jungle is expanding quite quick. I don't dislike it necessarily, but it's not really my
not your
First,
style. Your style, yeah.
It's not what I do.
Your style is what we have.
Some dub influences, maybe, especially dubby, dub, but not like strictly Raga Jungle.
Yeah, you are. You are in dubs.
Yeah.
You are in front of the dubs, like we say. You like the vibes. We're sharing the vibes, and actually, this is what happening. This is what we love.
I like
very much.
soulful stuff. Beyond the style, I'm not talking about soulful as the soul music, but I like things that move my heart, my soul. Yeah. I don't want things that are too thin, or too superficial. Well, I can say that about life in general, actually, not just about music. Things that get to me, they get to me. And that's, for me, it's halfway done, halfway there. So anything that can touch my heart. So maybe I hear a Raga Jungle tune that I like, or maybe not Neurofunk.
Yeah,
I'm open.
You are open.
Yeah.
You're open to music, and this is true actually, because you get the nice attributes of each and every music, and then it just makes you creative in order to make yours Do you
Yeah.
have do you have anything else in particular that you would like to show to the Meditdnb crew and the Greek crew? Something like real, because I have a surprise for you in my bag, which I haven't told. But yeah, this is Greek hospitality. Yeah.
You're all amazing here. You're just giving. Everybody, come to Greece. They're lovely. Lovely people. Very generous.
Don't worry, it's just a
I
little
just want to
present.
say that.
But I'm not.
Ευχαριστώ for your hospitality and your love.
I have
Since
it,
I arrived, all I
have it in my
get
hand.
is love.
and you're gonna be amazed, people, because we want Emma to learn and to find more about our culture. Yeah. Okay. So we do remain Greek. We do promote the Greek artists. All right. And we will gonna give a super prezi to Emma that I'm going to explain what this little present is. So are you ready to reveal first what your future plans are, and then I'm gonna give you your present.
My future plans. I think I'm gonna be here quite often.
Right.
I can only say
you like
that.
Greece, yeah?
I like Greece a lot.
Okay. Right. Okay.
And the things in Greece and people in Greece.
Okay. Here, I don't know how the cameraman will react to that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know what that is.
Okay. This one, and you can. It's a present for me.
It's for meditating.
Yeah, it's called Koboloi.
Yeah,
All right.
like we
Okay.
call it rosario.
In Spanish.
Yeah, for paying.
This is when you feel like when you are bombed. Sometimes when you are bombed with so much music, you are bombarded. You're gonna have this one, yeah, and
Wow.
play to that,
It's amazing.
and you
Thank
just feel like it's a present from Meditdnb session and myself.
I don't
So,
know.
so you have some. Thank you.
From the bottom of my heart.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow. I'll keep this all my life. All my life.
Okay, and
This means a lot for me. Thank you. Very.
okay, I think that was our last surprise and our last question. I think we found out more about you, about your likes, about your flares, about your lows, and definitely about the passion about drum and bass and what you do. We would like to wish you to have a very creative presence and future, to live for the moment, and officially we would like to play some really nice collabs of you and our Greek fellow artists forthcoming
Yes.
on our Meditdnb session show, and it was a pleasure for having you here, and thank you very much.
Thank you. Ευχαριστώ again. And
Lady Emz for president.
lots of love
Exactly.
to all the listeners and to the amazing Greek artists.
So you
and
wanna
to
give
you, of course.
do you wanna give a final message to everyone that is locked in now?
Well, just this, thank you for listening to us, for supporting what we do, and we would not be anything without the listeners, and we have to remember that, always. An artist is nothing if he doesn't have a crowd. So I'm very humble to say thank you very much, because we wouldn't be anyone otherwise.
Thank you for being with us in that
My
such a
biggest
lovely
pleasure.
place here in
Lovely,
Athens.
isn't it? Yeah.
And people, we had Lady Emz here with us in a live and exclusive interview. It's gonna be broadcasted on Meditdnb channel, through our social media on Facebook and on my personal account. I want to thank you all for being with us. I hope you had a pleasant time, and always keep it liquid drum and bass, and we're gonna be talking soon. So a big wave goodbye from me and Emma. Cheers.